Yeah, it's me. It's a beautiful day. Well, actually, it's not. It's cold and wet and rainy and a bit on the miserable side, but yeah, we're okay. In any case, it's November 12th, and yesterday was Remembrance Day. For those of you who observe Remembrance Day. Yeah, yesterday was the 11th, today is the 12th. And as you can see, the bay is wide open. There is no snow, no ice, and no evidence that either is going to be here anytime soon. Say what you will, I'd say this is pretty clear evidence that there is something fishy going on with climate. Then again, what do I know? I've only been observing the weather for the last 50 some odd years. I've been paying attention. That's what it boils down to. I have been paying attention, and as a result, I've noticed. When's the last time we had a Halloween blizzard? When's the last time we had a good snowfall before Remembrance Day? Take a look around, folks. It's November. It looks like October. It feels like October. Yeah. Global climate change is a thing. Global climate change really is a thing. It really is happening. And it's going to affect you. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually it's going to affect you. If you're not already being adversely affected by it, just wait 10 years. It'll start to adversely affect you in some way, shape, or form. That is just something that you're going to have to adjust to. I've already made preparations and plans. I've already got a stockpile of seeds that will grow wherever I can find a place to plant them. So yeah, that helps a little bit. The thing that I find fascinating is the people who should know better, who are so willing to kiss ass to the petroleum companies in claiming that the evidence isn't conclusive enough yet to justify making changes. The evidence is right there. The evidence all around. Take a look. The evidence is conclusive. The climate is changing. The climate is shifting. Climatic zones are shifting. Life is getting very hard for a lot of people. And just because those people are mostly brown and live far away and speak a different language doesn't mean that it's not going to be your problem eventually. Eventually. And yes, we've passed the tipping point of being able to say we can stop a calamity. We are now at the point of trying to figure out whether or not we should slow it down a little bit and try to mitigate it a little bit and try to make some preparations that will allow us to weather the coming calamity more or less intact. And far right wing are screaming, there is no problem, there is no crisis, there is no climate change. Because the oil companies want to maintain their 1,000% per annum profit margins. And god damn it, those profit margins have to be maintained. We cannot force the oil companies to live on only a 999% profit margin. They have to have 1,000%. It has to be 1,000%. The annual bonus for an oil executive has to double every year. We cannot force oil executives to live on less than $1 billion a year. We can't. How will they live if we give them less than $1 billion a year? Well, I guess they're going to have to get used to living like the rest of us. But that's the thing, is they're not going to be living for very much longer, because eventually they're going to create such a crisis that there's going to be no food. The oil executives are already pretty convinced that they're the ones that are going to be eating the rest of humanity. But I have a funny feeling that it's going to be the other way around. And it's going to be us that are going to be eating. And it's going to be the oil company executives that are going to be thrown on the barbecue. That's what I think is going to happen. Because, let's face it, we outnumber them. Now, yeah, right-wing voters from the American Bible Belt and from the Canadian West will continue to kiss ass to the oil companies, even to the point of literally laying their children on a dinner plate and offering them up to the billionaires and saying, bon appetit. The legal community will continue looking for food for the billionaires, even to the point where they start drawing lots to see which one of us, which one of them, the others are going to throw on the barbecue to feed the billionaires, saying, bon appetit. But for the most of us, I think it's going to be along the lines of when they come for us, saying, we're hungry, our answer is going to be, yeah, so are we. And you're the sons of bitches that caused this crisis. Get on the fucking barbecue. Now. I think that's how it's going to play out. I think the billionaire class have convinced themselves that we are going to be the food. But you know what? We are not going to be the food. They are going to be the food. The billionaire class are going to be the food, and I'm just looking for a good barbecue sauce that goes with billionaire, because there's got to be one. Bon appetit, everybody. Bon appetit.